Ayo, I'm Tits,
Hey everyone, and I'm Areolas.
and we're covering a movie. Perfect Blue. Lorenzo, this was your recommendation. When did you first see this movie?
Uh, Pretty recently, uh, man, I smell like a when you hold a bunch of change in your hand and it gets all sweaty.
Oh, that smell?
Yeah,
Well, that's fun. So you've said you saw this for the first time recently? Like, how recently?
yeah, I would say maybe 2 months ago.
Two
I think,
months.
yeah, I was talking to my niece about it, and we watched it, and I didn't think it was gonna be as adult as it was.
What was
But
your first thoughts going into this movie?
uh, it was well done, but it reminded me of that other Black Swan. Have you heard of Black Swan?
I have not heard of Black Swan.
Okay, so we should watch that sometime too, or whenever you get a chance. But I
Yeah.
was like, this is like Black Swan, but they made Black Swan years after this. This was before they made Black Swan. So
Oh, that's fun.
yeah,
Uh,
but I don't know. It looked really good, really animated. What did you think of this movie going into it, or what did you think it was gonna be about?
just by the title alone, I was just thinking, oh, I'm not sure, like, a perfect blue, what are we covering? Like, the different hues of blue, like, different shades and tints of blue? Like, are we going into a blue world where there's blue discrimination? And then there's like one shade that's just perfect blue. This was before like looking up and anything. Actually, I hadn't looked up anything before watching the movie, so after watching this movie, I was like, this is not what I was expecting at all.
No, I didn't even think about the title because I feel like titles can mean anything.
That's true.
A- and yeah, and I guess even like watching the movie now and then thinking about the title, I really don't see what it has to do with it. But the movie
I
itself
honestly
is
don't think
very,
so.
yeah. I mean, you know more about colors than I would, and you don't really see any like symbolism between colors and.
Maybe it's like sadness. Maybe because man, this chick is sad. This movie's weird. So the starting is I okay. So it starts off pretty normal. What exactly happens? So
She's a pop artist, like a
oh
pop
yes.
star.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
she's like a pop star and a bunch of people are like, "Yeah, oh my goodness, you go girl. You do this." And then like she's like, "You know, I don't want to do this." And as a result, it seems like at first people are like fake nice. They're like, "Yeah, we'll let you do whatever you want." And then like very shortly after, we got a bunch of people like hating her because like she's not adhering to their strict system. People are like, "You're a washout. You're never going to be recognized as an actress." And all of this fun stuff happening. And
Mhm.
seeing this, I was just like, this could just be like a normal movie.
No, it was, yeah, aside from the animation, it starts with her name, and I had to, like, look it up. Her name is, Mima Kirigo. Mima.
Oh yeah, Mima.
Yeah, her name's
Uh,
Mima. She is only part of that pop group, but she wants to be, a well-respected actress by doing dramatic stuff, and
yeah,
her agent, which her name's Rumi. And I always thought she meant, like, roommate, but I guess her name's just Rumi. But then she
that's
is
the
kind of,
name.
yeah, yeah, but then I don't know if she is her roommate, I don't know, but she,
They
tells
should.
her, yeah, yeah, I thought they were roommates too, I don't know, whatever. Uh, it's too perfect to name your roommate Rumi.
That's true.
Yeah, and your character, and, so she decides to leave her successful pop group to venture off on her solo acting dramatic career. And yeah, it seems like her fans, or at least that one super fan you see at the beginning
Yeah.
is really disappointed by it.
He's not a fan. He's
He's
not a
not a
fan.
fan of her.
Well, he is disappointed in her, meaning he
Mhm,
actually doesn't isn't like a fan of her, is a fan of the character
mhm.
that she is no longer. And so this guy's like, "Oh, I wish you were the other guy. I was your super fan, and now I hate you." And it's like, how about you just chill out? Go go chill on the internet. Go discover some internet forums. When was this movie made? Like late
97.
Yeah, go like discover really early internet forums.
I mean, there's no I'm sure there's no shortage of Japanese pop stars, but he's really, into this pop star, so even so to where he has a diary of her on the internet that he types up in her, like, first person, like, he pretends to be her typing up her diary, and she's all freaked out because he knows, like, very specific things about her, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. So the just like on its surface, mimasdiary.com. I was thinking, this seems fun and innocent. Like she seems like she's having a good time reading
Uh-huh.
this. And she's like, "Oh yeah, they're like really good. Like how did
Mhm.
they know?" But she's like still smiling about it. And then I mean, guessing the very specific things that like she would include is a coincidence, but like as soon as it occurs a couple of times, I my first thought wasn't like, oh, somebody's stalking her, is oh, someone stole her diary. But then she would have mentioned a diary if someone stole her diary.
Yeah,
So
no, it's straight up stalking, like, he knows what she gets at the grocery store, like, the particular items, and he
dang, I
writes
wish it was theft instead of stalking.
he writes them day to day to day, the diary, and but in her persona, like you said, in
Wh-
that persona.
What does this guy got to gain from that?
What
What is he doing with his life? Oh, I'm gonna follow this chick because she's no longer a girl that I wanted to follow on the internet or on the pop stars charts. I didn't. Now I hate her and I'm gonna stalk her. But it's like, but why?
what is that called again when you do that? My niece gave me the name of that, where you only know a person by their, like, online persona?
Um, eh, internet stuff.
I had it written
I
down
don't
here.
know.
Anyways, um, so yeah, he really likes, I guess, that innocent pop star, doesn't want her to turn into this, like, dirty, uh, actress or more dramatic role.
Oh no,
Uh,
not dirty acting. Another skill to learn. Oh no, not another skill. Why do these people think of it like, oh, you're transitioning from one career to another, so that makes you dirty? Why?
well, and then she just wants to, broaden her horizons. She doesn't wanna be shoehorned into just a pretty little girl pop band, which is
Yeah, like
fine.
that's yeah, completely fine. You also gotta like think about like the future. Like I'm sure you could sustain a actress career longer than you can a pop star singing career because like you people there's like 70-year-old actors if you just grind and you stay focused, eventually you'll become like a great actor. Like that's respected, that's totally fine. Why does everybody hate her for it?
No, it's just they I don't know, it's the really people that are just pushing back are what? The agent, which her name's Rumi, that girl that's always with her,
I mean,
and
I
then
get
that
it.
yeah, and then that super fan that, I guess the word here is parasocial. It's a parasocial
Oh
relationship,
yeah,
right?
okay, that's what it's called.
Okay. So, anyways, while she is getting like these, more adult photo shoots and filming these like rape scenes in her show,
Rumi is
she's
not a fan at all. She's,
no,
like, really objecting. It's like, "Why would you let her do this?" And it's like, have you considered that maybe she wants this?
yeah,
Like,
that it's good for her.
yeah, like, maybe she has to explore something. It was erotic. That scene was erotic.
The rape
It made
scene.
me uncomfortable.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the way they like filmed it and stuff, or
Yeah.
filmed it, the way they animated it. I'm sorry. It's such a good movie. I want to call it a film, it's so
It
well.
looks like it was shot on a camera.
Yeah, it's so
It's
well directed, so well animated, but you
yeah.
know, there's points where you don't know if she's actually like going through it. You don't know if she's dreaming, or if you don't know if it's in the TV show in real life, or if it's just her dream. Like, you don't there's those 3 different worlds that she's living in, you know? Like,
Yeah. My first interpretation was like, they're doing an acting thing, and then it stops for, like, another camera angle, and then I really like the added detail of the actor, the male actor being like, "I'm so sorry," and then she's like, "No, no, it's alright," and then they're just, like, hovering there, and then, like, it's like, continue forward, and then I'm just thinking while they're filming this scene, I'm like, are they filming, like, the entire action? Like, at what point do they cut away? What type of production is this? Is this, like, supposed to be more implied, or is this like a hentai that
yeah.
we're filming?
Yeah,
That that made me
you don't
curious.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, "Oh, just do a rape scene," and then they're like, "Alright, I'm gonna give it all." "Hey, you gonna give it all?" "Yeah, me too," and they just, like, crying and all this shit. It's fucking yeah, okay, that's a rape scene, yeah, that's pretty fucking believable.
She
Uh,
seems pretty damaged.
yeah,
Boy.
it's like, I don't know if it's good that it's good, like, cut? We got a good, is it good that it seems that real, or is that a bad thing? We should tone it down a bit.
Um, for art's sake, I mean, it seems like they were all consenting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, if they're all consenting, then go as hard as you want, I guess. Make it
Yeah.
look as real as possible, as long as it's consenting.
Yeah.
I think that's the real line.
Consent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the word of the day.
Yeah.
Consent. That's the secret word. Ah!
Oh my goodness, we're discovering the English language.
I don't
What
know what
else
it is in
happens?
Japanese. Consentaru.
Ha ha ha.
So so then while she's filming this shit, like, a bunch of, like, real murders are happening to people that are, like, part of her being changed into that more adult actress persona. Like, you have, who was it that got murdered? Oh, the screenwriter got murdered first. He was like, remember, if he was, in the parking garage and he heard the pop music playing, and then he
Yeah.
goes to the elevator, and then his eyes are both fucking gouged out. So he's
Ah,
murdered, and then, the dude who took the photos of her for that magazine shoot that were very erotic, which I thought these were, like, great drawings. Again, this was like, is this a movie? Because she has a nice body.
right.
Like, it was like, "Oh, shit, they're going all out on this naked shit." But, so he took
I'm a
pictures of
fan.
her. Yeah, huge fan,
Yeah.
I'd subscribe real quick. But they had her or him that took the photographs. He died by getting stabbed by a screwdriver, in the eye, and then, like, repeatedly.
Too many eye deaths. Like, I remember, like, I remember around, like, these violent eye incidents that occur, like, I remember, like, the setting and everything. I just as you describe it, it's just I must have been looking away because I was like, I don't remember any of the eye gouges, just, like, visually, because uh, it's too much for me to handle. Too
Is there
too too
you
graphic.
oh, are you like you draw the line at eyes, or you're just not into graphic stuff?
I'm pretty squeamish. Like, if it comes to, like, gore and stuff, I'll be like,
Mhm,
"Ugh." It's specifically, like, blood, uh, inside the body stuff, like,
mhm.
internal organs and eyes and stuff. Just anything related to the human body is gross.
And then how well this was drawn and animated, I can imagine you being just as squeamish as it being a real, because it seemed I was treating this like a real movie, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, like, I felt the same emotions I would feel if I were watching, like, a horror movie with, like, practical effects, like The Fly. Like,
mhm.
it was like I felt like that disgusted at the disgusting scenes, you know? Yeah, it's just very good.
Yeah, it was very well done, and, so anyway, those 2 guys are killed at least, and then, again, you don't know what like, at the point where the photographer died with the screwdriver, you think it's her that did the killing because you see her, like, in her old ballerina costume or whatever you wanna call it for her group, stabbing him, and
Yeah.
then she wakes up from a dream, so you think, "Okay, she's having a nightmare about it." And then she wakes up, she looks in her closet, and there's the bloody clothes, and she doesn't know what the fuck to think. You don't know what the fuck to think. 'Cau
Yeah. At this point, the movie has, like, it's really hard to keep track of, like, how many layers deep we are in a dream in this, because like,
Mhm.
as soon as it starts with the dream sequence, and then, like, "Oh, she keeps waking up from a dream. Oh, now she's in a dream, but the stuff from her dream is now in this dream. Wow, I can't believe it. Wow, another dream?" And then at, like, some point, I kind of got a little annoyed with how many dream sequences there were. I was just like, I mean, I like this idea, it's really cool. I like the idea of, like, going through dreams and waking up and waking up and waking up. It's just hard for me to keep track of
Oh,
everything.
yeah, because you don't know what's real, and then again, there's the layer of her being in a TV show about a murderer or whatever. So there's that layer where you don't know if it's part of the TV show and she's just acting. And there's even a point where she's there having like tea or something with that roomie,
Yeah,
and she's like, "Haven't we already done this?" And she's like, "What are you talking about? It's the first day." And she breaks the cup in her hands and starts bleeding.
it's like
And that
Groundhog Day.
yeah, and that roomie's like, "Why are you okay?" And she's like, "Is this blood real? Like, is this pain real?" Like, she wants to feel pain just to see if it's real, what she's going through at that very moment, you know?
Yeah, I find it, utterly hilarious how much of a mental break she goes under. Like, it seems like the more and more dream sequences she has to go through, the more that her brain breaks to the point where she doesn't understand where reality is. And I feel as an audience member who has also experienced the same dream sequence thing at the same time
Ugh,
uh
yeah.
as she is, then I feel the exact same agony and emotion that she does. And then I feel so irritated. And she must be feeling like 10 times that because she's going insane.
And then noted that all through kind of the movie too, she keeps seeing her, like, reflection, like, every now and then. And it's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like her innocence or her telling you like, "Oh, why are you trying to be like that? Haha, you're not good enough." You know, like talking shit to her and taunting her, and she just keeps kind of pushing back at who she used to be and doesn't want to be it anymore, you know?
Yeah, at this point in the movie, she's fighting against her other self, and she's like constantly trying to find this pop idol. I feel like there's a few moments where she could have been like disconnected from the pop pop idol ghost that she keeps on following and she keeps on clinging to. Like she could like let go at some points, but she chooses to keep clinging to it. And so because she keeps on choosing to cling to it, she's uh I feel like she should have just like dedicated to the decision of being an actress instead of doing like this wishy-washy like, oh, well, people don't actually like me being an actress, and I don't really like myself being kind of hated as an actress, and I wish that I was actually a pop star again and I never switched to being an actress. And uh, she should have just pick one and
Yeah.
dedicate to that.
I think she was too scared with, well, not only her own self-doubt, but then, that one chick, like, her agent telling her, "Hey, do you really wanna do this? I don't think you should do," like, everyone was, like, doubting her, but, for their own, uh, like, their own selfish needs, like, they just didn't want
True.
her to grow from that character of the pop star. And then you see it in the diary too when that dude starts going off in the diary like, this isn't really like, he's writing in her fucking voice, like, "This isn't really who I wanna be. That person's an imposter that's trying to be me," even though it's, like, her wanting to be herself or her new self, like, "I need to take care of my that imposter of my mine?"
I wonder how many people that the Mima's diary thing, like, how many people are fooled by it, and how many people are like, "Yeah, this can't possibly be this chick." Like I wonder what the numbers are because I feel like at some point, especially if I saw that post, I would be more inclined to be like, I don't necessarily think this is her cuz why is she harping on like, oh, that person's an imposter? It's like, but we're obviously seeing her give this information to everyone. And it's not coming from a third party, it's coming from like her official sources, presumably.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And then also, it doesn't seem like she's that big. Like, she seems like an okay pop star, but the crowd that went to their last show wasn't really like all that. And then she's, branching out, and she's brand new in the fucking like acting sphere or whatever. So
Yeah.
it seems like she just doesn't have that big of a fan base. I mean, I'm not like putting her down, but she's able to kind of run around the streets with no one being like, "Hey, it's you. Can I get your autograph?" You know what I mean? Like,
Right. She's
yeah.
has like more peace of mind. I think she's definitely experiencing that at her like the top of her fame.
Mhm.
She might have that might have been issue that she had to deal with is dealing with too many people. Also, I find this movie's ending to be kind of interesting. So, you know how like she goes to that hospital?
Oh, well, real quick. So
Yeah.
what happens at the end is that super fan, after they finish filming that TV show, It's a Wrap, that super
Yeah.
fan ends up showing up there, tries to fucking kill her because he thinks she's her imposter of herself, tries to rape her for some reason, because why not? Why not
Because
do
why not?
because why not do that while you're trying to
Oh,
kill her? Uh, you're gonna get
uh,
charged twice anyways, right?
you're not a
And
fan. You're not a fan of her. If you're willing to do all these things to her without her consent, what the hmm.
no, he's just a fan of what he thinks she is, not what she actually is.
More like super obsessive, not super
Yeah,
fan.
super.
Yeah.
And anyway, she survives that because she hits the dude in the head with a hammer, which hurts
I thought it
very
was pretty
bad.
I thought it was pretty badass when she did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, right in the temple. You know it's gonna fuck him up where he gets hit.
In
And,
Temple, I'm like, "Oh, is there some brain damage there?" Or was it just like shake him up?
yeah, that'll concuss you. Like, if you don't wake up from that, you're not gonna wake up.
Oh.
And, so
Oh.
anyways, her friend Rumi comes looking for her, and then it turns out she's the one that's like trying to make her go crazy because Rumi thinks half of her mind is the pop singer, the pop star. So she starts dressing like her in her pop outfit with like the ballerina skirt, the underwear up the ass, the high heels, but she
Yeah.
looks all chunky in it. She looks all fat, it's hilarious.
I mean,
And
it's what happens.
it's what happens when you're trying to fit in your friend's outfit, I guess, and you're not
Yeah.
a little thinner. And she runs after her like they have this big chase. I don't know how this chunky girl's catching up to her in high heels when they're running.
Magic and skills. I think, this chunky girl has the reason why she's chunky is she has the muscular stuff,
Mm, mm,
and
mm.
the muscles equal stamina. That's science.
That's true. You
Yeah.
you are you are throwing facts at me that I
Yeah.
can believe that muscle is faster than just thin.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they get to like a store window that crazy chick stabs her with an umbrella with a screwdriver, I think, on the side, and then takes off her wig. They break a store window. That chunky chick sees herself in the mirror that it's not her, tries to grab her own wig and then stabs herself with the piece of glass, starts bleeding out, runs into the road, almost gets hit by a truck, but is saved by her friend. And that's when they finally, I guess, put her in a mental hospital, that Roomy chick, because she's not well in the head, right?
Ugh, I remember watching this. I remember being like, "Man, there's a lot going on at the very end." There's a lot of, there's a lot of stabbing and violence happening. This is
Mhm,
definitely a departure from at the very beginning of the movie. I wasn't expecting this to happen at all. Violence, stabbery.
mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
I mean, I really like how the action is animated. I find it to be endearing and nice to look at.
Oh, no, it's beautiful, and then, like I said, it does have dirty parts, but I think they're justified, they're not just, like, to throw porn around, you know?
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
at the end, whenever they say, "Oh, half of her brain is your friend still, but the other half is schizo," or, what is it? Multi-personality disorder, and she
Yeah.
thinks she's the pop star that was still, from the past or whatever.
You know what this reminds me of?
Hmm.
She is literally like, Norman in Psycho at the
Mm.
very end.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where he's, his mother,
Yeah. And she's like the
and
pop star.
uh-huh. But what's great is that, or not even great, just good on her, is that she still comes to visit her friend even though
That's
she
nice.
tried to kill her, like, she could understand. And, I don't know, it was like, "Okay, so she is actually, like, mentally ill." I thought she was just, like, doing it. I don't know, you know how, I guess, women are. I thought she was doing it for more money
Attention.
reasons or something, yeah, but nah,
Yeah.
she was really, like, sick in the head.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell
Mhm,
what's genuine and what's not, so I can get that, initial hesitation. I was also initially hesitated. I thought she was doing it for, like, I thought she's, like, screaming out because of she's angry of people, like, hating on her, not being proud of her decision. But personally, I just if I were her, I would've been like, don't care. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna focus on acting. I'm gonna get mentored by Leonardo DiCaprio himself. That's
he,
what she
he
should have done.
he's a good mentor. I hear though that he
Yeah.
only dates chicks that are like 30, 40 years younger than him.
How old is this chick?
Right now, I think he's like, I think he's 50 and she's like 22, 24, maybe.
Hey, that's a nice difference.
It's pretty good, but
Yeah.
I would think it would suck because like, if he was like, hey, have you remember this band? And she's like, what? It's just hard to that age difference is very hard to relate to conversation wise, but eh.
Yeah, it's like a whole like alienation thing. Like if you don't know what the other person's talking about, then it's like, why am I here at all? You know? So,
And what do you think of the ending of this movie?
you
Like the
know,
very end, the very, very end.
well, the ending is pretty hard for me to remember. I
So
saw this
so
pretty recently.
so at the no, at the end, she her friend's in the mental hospital or whatever, and
Yeah.
then she's walking out of the hospital and some people are whispering like, "Hey, is that actress? No, it can't be her. What would she be doing here? It must be someone pretending to be her or that looks like her." And then she looks in like her car rear view mirror and she says, "No, I'm the real thing." And then it's a happy ending.
You know, the part that made me happy about that is they're recognizing her as an actress instead of a pop singer.
Mhm.
It's like, "Oh, it's the actress." She's like, "Oh my goodness, thank you. I've been working so hard to get recognized." So, I thought that was pretty endearing.
Do you think you'd prefer a happy ending or a weird, twisty, fucked up ending, or was the ending, like, good for you?
I want a weird twisty ending. This movie's already got me confused. It got me like memory holing stuff because it's like, what? I just
I
felt like
was
what the entire time I was watching this movie.
I was very refreshed that it was a happy ending 'cause typically, like, these movies, they have fucked up endings for the what do you call the hero or the
The
main character?
protagonist.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. I feel like typically these movies have the protagonists meet a psychotic breakdown, and they're the ones that, suffer,
yeah,
and I was very like, "Oh, it's a happy ending for her, cool," like, I don't know, you don't see that anymore because the world's not really a happy ending in real life, but I thought it was
yeah,
cool.
yeah. There's not a ton of movies where there's a happy ending. I also like movies when there isn't necessarily a happy ending. I like it when everyone dies in the end because it's like, yeah, satisfying, you know?
No, no, I definitely, would like that too, but it was surprising, I guess, with this movie with so many twists and turns and how she's just been fucked with the whole entire time that
Yeah,
she actually gets a happy ending, like, it's like, "Oh, that's nice. Good for her. She deserves it," you know?
yeah. I um I think she's like the only character who deserves the happy ending that she got.
Mhm,
Everyone
mhm.
else deserves either like a better or a worse ending.
Yeah,
And if
where
they all
it's
died,
mhm.
um make it so their deaths are more evil, more torturous. Make sure they feel everything before dying, because that would be fun.
It's justified,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, I get you. I think the same thing that, most of the movies nowadays, the protagonist has a little bit of evil in them where you're like, "Oh, okay, they kinda deserve that," or, "Yeah, that's what they get,"
yeah,
for doing that or doing this, so I could see that, but I'm glad she
exactly.
got it. She got the good ending.
Um, was that all of the movie?
Yeah.
Alright. This movie is weird. This movie was so strange, and I got confused by it, but I really liked the animation, I really liked the story a lot. Um, I liked how confused I got. it was done in a way that I was able to like follow the plot in the way that the movie wanted me to, instead of like leading me astray with like tangents. And it's like, oh well, we're exploring this idea now, but it's like, instead of being like, let's explore this one idea and then let's switch to another idea, and then you have a bunch of questions, it's always like
Mhm.
kind of within the same vein, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It's like a movie you could watch once and kind of think about and then get it. It's not like, oh, you got to rewatch it 3 times to fucking understand it. Like you watch
Yeah.
it once and then you're like, oh, okay, okay, no, I get it. Like it wasn't fucking a jigsaw puzzle of a movie that you have to watch another movie to understand or read a companion type shit or read it watch it with commentary. Like you could just get it.
Yeah, it's not like a Marvel movie where you have to watch the last like 15 movies to understand the newest movie. Um Personally, I would rate this at like a 7 out of 10.
I would give it a 9 out
A
of
9?
10.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that just because of all the naked chick or her naked chickness in it, uh, that I didn't mind.
Right.
But it was well animated. The story is very, like you said, this could be a movie, not necessarily why they went animated, but it was very well done.
Yeah, like the story's good and all this fun jazz.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
literally could have been a movie, and you'll definitely have to see, or we'll watch it eventually, Black Swan, that you'll see echoes of this movie in it where you're like, okay, that reminds me of that, but it's different,
Mm.
you know?
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
excited to get there eventually.
Yeah. Black Swan is very good. It's actually won an award, I think,
Ooh,
like
awards are
Academy
cool.
Award.
Awards are cool.
Awards are cool.
I like participation ribbons.
I used to like
Specifically.
them, and then like you start realizing, oh man, they give them to everyone because they're participation ribbons.
You gotta make them feel good. I
Yeah,
got a lot of participation ribbons because I was never good at any sports.
I like when they're a color you like. Like if it's red, I used to like participation ribbons because I like red.
I always got the blue ones,
I feel like participation was always a weird color, and I
like
can't remember.
green.
Yeah, yeah, it was always weird, like a color that I never liked. So I always tried to go for the red one, whatever color, whatever place it was.
Ah,
Yeah,
um,
but we have a game. This is real
ooh, a
quick.
game.
So
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a game for this, and I did think of one like 20 minutes before that I really liked. It's called Guess the Girl Band or Guess the Girl Group.
All right.
And
That's
I don't know
fun.
how familiar you are with girl pop group music
Not at
or girl
all.
groups.
No idea. I don't
Okay,
listen to
cool.
girl pop groups.
So, well, these are just girl groups, so you may know one or two of them, but I'm gonna show you. I think I have like 8 pictures, and you're gonna guess who they are. What they're. I'm not even gonna give you like guesses. You're just gonna guess.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna start with number one. Do you know who this girl group is?
Who this girl group is?
Mhm.
Uh they're the Waterfall Girls. I
That
forget which band it's called.
I get where you're going, but these are the Spice Girls.
Oh, these are Spice Girls. They didn't write the song, the Waterfall song.
No. No, I know
No?
what you're talking about. And that I actually have that group here. I think they're next, whoever wrote the Waterfall song. But the Spice Girls wrote Wannabe, To Become One. They had a movie called Spice World. Have you ever seen it or heard of it?
I have not.
It's pretty cool. pretty good movie.
Wow, I can't believe it. Can I put there's these Spice Girls on desserts or
You can put
chicken?
some of them on desserts. So their names,
They're spice.
the one on the very right is ginger spice.
Ginger
Okay.
spice.
The next one to the left of her is sporty spice.
Ew.
The one in the middle is baby spice.
That seems a little underdeveloped.
Yep, yeah, you're hitting it on the nose there. The one here second to left is posh spice,
Posh spice. Ah.
and the very last one, I think you will get why this name they named her Scary Spice.
Wait, they call her scary spice? There none of these are spices except for ginger.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the fuck? These aren't
yeah,
spices.
and I don't know, I can't tell at all why they would name the dark one Scary Spice.
I don't know either.
Not at all. Can't think of any reasons.
And there's nothing
Uh,
scary about her. She's got a very inviting, friendly smile.
no, she's cool. I think she
Yeah,
was lesbian. That might have been what was scary, but I don't know.
that's the scary thing.
Yeah, I think her and Ginger Spice were together for a little while.
Hot.
Yeah,
Hot, hot,
yeah.
hot. All right.
Next one. Next one.
These
Who do you think?
chicks, these are the waterfall girls.
Almost there. Almost there. This is
the
actually I don't
Wait,
know if you
wait, wait,
reckon.
wait. Can
Wait.
I guess again?
Yes,
The
please guess again.
waterfall quartet. That's what it is. That's the duo, quadruo. That's what they
So
are. You
so
know.
this
Yep,
is
that's them.
Destiny's Child. Do you remember Destiny's Child? They this is
Destiny's Child. Wait.
this one here is Beyonce. This one right here.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that was back when she was part of a girl group.
They're all Destiny's Child.
Yes, all four of them.
How 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 many freaking baby mamas are there? Are they all siblings or they're all like four dads? They're all
Uh
Destiny's Child.
yeah, yeah. I would think it was four dads if that were the case.
Jeez.
If they're all the child of destiny, which would make sense. Um this one here on the bottom, Kelly Rowland, she was in Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, does she die early?
She's the one that calls Freddy the F word.
Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. What are the other ones?
The other ones actually don't matter. I think this
Hmm.
one this one
Oh,
this one became a church person, and then this one just left the group. I don't know what happened to her.
so one became so this is such a fun, interesting duo dynamic we have. We have Beyonce. We have
Yeah.
a chick who is in Freddy versus Jason, and then we
Hmm.
have a church girl, and then we have a nobody.
That yeah, she left the group after like the first album, the Nobody.
Oh, and it ain't no chasing good careers when I quit early after my first album. That's it. That's the song.
Ah, perfect. That is perfect.
Or we got another one.
So okay, I want you to guess who these ones are.
Um
No, you could say it. You could say it.
uh it's the Waterfall Women.
You're absolutely right. These are the girls who wrote Waterfall.
Oh, don't chase waterfalls. Rivers stick to them.
Hmm. Yeah, the lakes that you're used to.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't go chasing waterfalls, stick to the lakes and the rivers that you're used to.
which
That's
I'm
what
not
it's on.
sure what that means. Like
You
if
don't know.
they're
It means don't go chasing big fantastical things. Stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to because it's more of like a chill pace. Don't go towards like just waterfalls because waterfalls are fast, yes, but they're also dangerous and you could just die from going off the side of it.
oh, okay. Now I know.
You're welcome.
I know. Yeah, this is a group called TLC. They were named after I don't know. I forget their names, but I know one of them died in like a plane crash.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it was left. Her name's Left Eye. I
Oh.
know she would wear an eye patch, but I don't know which one's Left Eye because none of them are wearing an eye patch at the moment.
The chick on the left looks like Ariana Grande a little bit. Do you see it?
Yeah, yeah, I see it. Need a little
Yeah.
more white complexion, but I see it.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if she's the one that died. Again, the eye patch. So
Ooh,
this
these
is the
chicks.
next group. What do you think their names are?
Paramore. It's Paramore.
I was
Uh,
thinking more of like a anorexic group
what? A
anorexia.
band called Anorexia.
Yeah, where they're all skinny chicks. Um,
Anorexia. Yeah, we have anorexia. I hate eating food because everyone else forces me to because I live in America where food is encouraged to eat all the time.
and then instead of like
That's the
screaming,
title.
they just vomit on the microphone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ew, it's like the Fu
oh,
Man Group.
oh.
Ew.
So apparently this group, I'd never heard of them. Their names are Las Ketchup.
Wait, Lost Ketchup?
Yeah, and they sing a very popular song that's called, I think, the Ketchup Song, and it's not at all about ketchup. I was like, "Holy shit!" Because I love ketchup. I fucking love ketchup like so much, and
Yeah.
the song actually goes like, man, I only heard it once. Fuck, it goes like, "Ha na na hey 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 hey." I don't know. Hey ha hey hey to the hey hey ha hey no ha ha ha.
That's
Goes like that.
weird.
Yeah, it was very weird, but apparently it was a very popular song back when.
Huh. I don't know if I've ever heard of the song before.
I had never heard it. I know, like, maybe a sample of it, but I've never actually heard that original song.
These chicks look like they can model at Hot Topic.
I mean, not nowadays, but back when, oh yeah. Not
Have you
nowadays.
seen Hot Topic's new clothing that they have? It used to be like super goth and whatever. Now it's not. It seems like uh Hot Topic and FYP kind of like merged into one,
Mhm.
even if they're like different companies. Just how their stores look are very similar to each other now.
But what is the how does your typical Hot Topic customer look now? Is it all bright pink now, not gothic?
I'd say it's like more of like a pastel, like
Mm,
red or pinkish. Like there's like instead of like half of the store being like dedicated to goth clothing, like it was when I was like 15 years younger.
mhm.
Now it's just like a tiny selection is like goth clothing and then like two or three walls is just dedicated to merch tees. That's pretty
I
much it. That's
I
Hot
always
Topic now.
I always thought Hot Topic was the place you bought Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise because that's all,
That's
like
accurate.
that's all they
You can still
sold
do
from there.
that. You can still do that, you
Yeah,
know.
like, everything Nightmare Before Christmas, you could just buy from there at any time, like, uh,
I'm sure they
what
have more stuff online.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. This next band, I don't know if you've seen or heard of them.
Oh, they look like a Japanese metal band.
They are. Do you know, their names?
Um, they're the baby metal.
Oh, how'd you get that? Did you
Um,
How did you get that?
a
Honestly.
little birdie a little birdie called X,
Okay.
told me in my ear.
Did have you heard of them?
No.
They do this song called "Gimme Chocolate." You should hear it. It goes like, but they fucking like like a rock behind it.
Oh, that's
Y-
fun. Like, is
Yeah,
it like hard rock or is it more like alternative or
it's like metal, and then it has them playing and them or singing like that, and then dancing. So it's
Ooh,
very like it caters to a lot of different fantasies. I'll say that.
they're cute. They're
No,
very
they're
cute.
adorable. They're
I'd
adorable.
hang out with them.
Yeah, no, they seem real cool. Like it's and then not even like just sexually. It's just like, oh, hey, they seem cool, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
So
what's these?
this next band, I remember. Well, they're a duo. I'll say that. They're a Russian pop duo.
Okay. So they're a duo. One has long hair, one has short hair. Is this Ninja Sex Party?
Oh, you mean NSP? No, they. I must know about it because I acronymed it. They are named Tattoo. But it's T dot A dot T dot U. So I don't know if it's like an acronym.
That sounds it seems like it would be. Like,
Yeah.
why would it be otherwise?
Yeah, I think it's like their name initials or something, but they
Tattoo.
I remember this music video coming out, and it's their song called All the Things She Said. That was their very first like pop song, and it's them in the rain, and it was the first time I ever saw two girls kiss in a music video. Was
Uh,
this
that's fun.
Yeah, so it was like my lesbian awakening was seeing this on MTV.
Would they still play it on MTV now?
I have no idea. I didn't even know MTV exists anymore. I don't even think they're really lesbians. They were just doing it like for the gimmick back when.
I can tell you that MTV exists, but it's like a reality TV show network now
Mm. That's
instead of
everything
music.
though.
Yeah,
That's like even TLC was the learning channel, and now it's all Pimple Popper and Sister Wives and shit.
yeah. What's
Uh
this group?
do you know this group?
They're a bunch of blondes. They look like sisters, kind of.
The
Um,
Sister Wives I was just talking about.
um. Okay, so there's three of them. Oh, okay. I got another good joke here. All right, so we have a pink
Mhm.
one, a blue one, and a gold one.
Mhm.
That's mighty suspicious. You know what? My official guess for these three women is that their band name is Starbomb.
That's completely wrong. I don't know. Do not know how you came up with that. I'm sorry. You get no points.
I was just
Uh,
on the same tangent as like the last one. I didn't know who these chicks were at all, so I just thought it'd be fun joke.
these yeah, no, it's hilarious. These are formerly known as the Dixie Chicks when I was growing up.
Oh, I don't know
Now
them
they
at
are
all.
now they are the Chicks because Dixie is racist a word or something.
Um, I mean, I guess just calling yourself the chicks though is a little bit confusing
Yeah,
because
very.
I'm a chick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then if there were two of you, it'd be what
The
they're
chicks.
called, the Chicks.
Yeah. And well, what you gonna trademark? Oh, you're not allowed to say the chicks and to reference to two or more women in a group of people. Okay. If you do that, you're gonna have to give us some major money.
Mhm, mhm.
And I
Yeah,
wouldn't
or
want to do that.
you're infringement, and we will, send you a cease and desist for
Or
using
you're in big trouble, mister. That's what they would do.
that's white people. Last one here. This is the last one. I don't know if you've ever heard of this group.
What the fuck are they doing? This is the Wiggles.
This is a Russian, pop band.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, the wait, did you guess the name? The Illegals?
The Wiggles.
Oh, the Wiggles? I thought you said the Illegals. I was all, yeah.
That's their
This
name. It's
is
the Illegals.
no, no, this is a band called, Pussy Riot.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently they're not really as much of a band anymore as it's just one member. I guess it's the one in the center with the yellow, baklava or
Oh
whatever you
yeah,
wanna
that
call it.
guy. That guy looks
Yeah,
like a corn.
actually, she's a pretty well, not in the way back, but the one in the middle, she has a OnlyFans, and I actually
Ooh.
subscribed to it for a little while. She has a nice body, even though, like, you know, when girls, like, don't have tits, but they're still, like, pretty? Like, they still have nice boobs?
The first part. If they don't have the first part, then I ignore.
But, I mean, you know what I mean, like, I don't know, it's a weird thing, like, she's flat-chested, but she's still, like I could look at her tits and I'm like, "Oh, those are nice tits." Even though
Yeah, it really depends.
yeah, I get you. It's a
Yeah.
taste thing, but, yeah, she had a nice body, and so now Pussy Riot is just like a Russian activist group more than a pop band, I guess?
I mean, if she's got them squeezable titties, no matter how big or small, I'll still squeeze them.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure,
Honk,
you know,
honk, honk.
I'm sure milk will come out of them either way, but,
Yeah, slurp.
yeah, that
Yeah.
that speaking of, OnlyFans or other fans kinda stuff, where can the people find you? And, you know, what do you wanna push out there?
So I do daily movie reviews every day, 7 p.m. ET. YouTube.com/ASC Presents on uh It's on Mint Salad Saw is the series on there. If you want to look up a movie review I've done, just type in Mint Salad Saw and then whatever movie into the YouTube search bar. I do movie review requests. Patreon.com/ASC Presents. And if like to help spread the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, you can go to the link tree, linktr.ee/titsman salad so you can go there, and that's where you can find me.
Hell yeah. No, it's always great to, you know, see you, and you look great in your rogue costume.
Thank you.
Are you gonna do any spicy things with it, or it's just, for today?
I took a spicy photo. I'm gonna save the extra spicy stuff for when I do X-Men review in it.
Hell yeah.
I
Some
did
of that.
do just like one. It's I also did one for salad tosser where my tits are out. So
Wonderful. Who would wanna that
yeah,
is I don't know. It's like it's, always a pleasure to see you, not just, with your boobs out,
yeah.
you know that.
I mostly posted it for people following on Fansly spicy sites. But it's just for Halloween. It's a fun thing for Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if anyone wants to check that out, y'all should check that out. Mint
Yeah,
salad
I'm gonna
is
save the cosplay stuff for later.
oh, yeah. No, she's good at what she does, and if y'all wanna find me anywhere, put out a podcast daily called That's All Funny. Just look wherever podcasts are available. Check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/Lorenzo Areola. You're already here watching this. Patreon, patreon.com/at Lorenzo Areola. And yeah, everything's great. I'm glad you're back from your trip. I'm glad you're safe.
Yes,
And
it was fun, but
yeah,
now I'm
definitely.
home for a while.
That's good. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad
Ooh,
you're hmm?
although I'm going out of town tomorrow. Um, I'm going to see my favorite uh my favorite artist, Trombone Shorty. He's a musician. So I reviewed all of his like work
Mm-hmm.
on my music review channel, and I'm excited because it'll be the first concert that I've gone to of his, and it'll be for my birthday, so that'll be fun.
And tomorrow's
So
your birthday?
yes,
Well, happy early birthday. Uh, that's great.
thanks.
Bir Birthdays are great. At
Birthdays are
this point,
cool.
yeah, at this point, I hate
I'll
them
be
because I
23.
Jesus Christ. You're
23. I'm
you're
getting
young.
old.
No,
I'm
you're great.
decaying.
That gray hair
I have
looks
2
great on
years
you.
until I've gotten to the point where my body is creating more cells than dying, and then once I hit 25, it goes reverse. Then my body will be creating less cells than are dying, and then I'll slowly be degenerating and degenerating, and then to my 30s and 40s, I'll be degenerating. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, that's always a great way to look at it,
Yeah.
the scientific way.
Yeah, the very scientific way, the logical way.
Yeah, it's a
Facts
great
and
way
logic.
to
Yep.
it's a great way if you wanna feel more depressed like me. I enjoy, degrading slowly. But yeah, I'm glad you're safe again. If everyone, for her birthday, go subscribe to her sites, go follow her on the Twitter. You
Yes.
won't regret it. She's great. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. We'll be back soon with another movie review. I don't know what, but we'll pick something just as interesting like we always do.
Yes. 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 Yes.
But yeah, thank everyone for tuning in, and see you later. See everyone later.